Well, hello, everyone. Happy, terrific Tuesday. And my husband's got the volume on there. So my name's Jen, and welcome to our channel, Jen's Gems and Vintage Finds. And my husband, Joe, is here.
Hey, neighbors.
And we are going to do a fabulous live sale today. So if you guys watched my haul, I have some really fabulous pieces to show today. I'm excited to show you all. We went, of course, to what a place I call the Taj Mahal of Jewelry, and my friend Jewel did not disappoint us. Okay, so needless to say, I'm excited to show you everything that we brought back. Hi, Maria. How are you? Good to see you. I try to keep up with the chat. My video camera's here. My computer's over here. So needless to say, if you see me doing lucking like this, I'm seeing what's happening. So my husband will let me know who comes in, and I'll say hello to everybody. Hi, Regina. How are you? Good to see you, my dear.
Hey, I'm supposed to tell you.
Well, I took that one on myself because she's a nice lady. Nancy Maria's as well. So if you're not registered here before we do the auctions, I know that most of you guys who are watching are. Please send us your information to jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. I pinned it to the top of the chat. We're going to need your name, your YouTube name, complete mailing address, your phone number, and your PayPal information. We do our billing tomorrow morning. My husband does all the invoicing, the shipping, and answering email while I work full-time at the hospital. If you guys are new to my channel, I work full-time in the emergency department. So I'm a busy lady. Needless to say, between working at the hospital and finding goodies for you and bringing it home and getting them ready for you, I've been up late. I'll be honest with you. I've been up the last few nights till about 1 or 2 in the morning trying to get these things done. So Jenny needs a little rest after the show today. So, but I'm excited to see you guys. We'll hopefully find some things that you guys are looking for. If you have any requests during the show, please ask, put it in the chat. My husband also monitors my Gmail account, the email account. So if there's something you're looking for, send him an email.
Sunrise at the
Hi.
doctor's office.
Oh, Sunray. Oh, honey. Prayers for you, honey. Hope everything's okay at the doctor. When I get back on track. Okay. So, yeah, things in my head if we start talking about people or what's going on. I normally do auctions on all the new pieces. So everything you saw in my haul video, if you watched my haul video a couple nights ago, those are all new pieces, which means we do auctions on those. Okay. Once an item has been passed or put down or whatever you want to call it, needless to say, it's first come, first serve. So if there's something you like and you want to think about it, just send an email. It can be during the show, whatever. But once it's been passed, we move on, and you can send us an email. And if it's still available, I will be able to sell it to you. Okay. It's first come, first serve. Okay. So I make it fair for everybody. That's the only rule typically I have on my show, is that we bring things, all the new items, up for auction first, and then everybody gets an equal opportunity to bid on it. If you cannot, for whatever reason, be here live in the chat, you can always leave me a absentee bid on an item. So if you saw something in the haul, and hi Leonore, how are you? You can always send me an email and let me know what you're interested in, and say, hey Jen, and when you bring up that item, can you bid on my behalf? I can't be there for whatever reason. So that way you don't miss out on anything, and it's fair to everybody. And I haven't had anybody complain about that. And that way it's fair and equal for everyone. So, because I do know that some people like to be here and can't be here for whatever reason, they want to see something. If it's something, for example, anything in the back of my set behind me, these are all things in the back of me that I've already shown. So if I bring it up, typically then I mark it down, and then I typically do, usually most of the time I do buy it nows. Okay. Just to move it. Hi, Adriel. How are you? Which I have gold today, Adriel. I'll just let you know. That's what I'm going to be. The show specials. Actually, I'm wearing it. Needless to say, I have gold today. I have sterling. I have Taxco. I've got costume. I've got uranium glass. I've got custard glass. I've got it all today for all of you. So I'm like, want to get through a lot. If I'm doing an auction format, if I'm doing an auction such as the new items, we're going to do this. We utilize this lovely contraption, which is in lovely checkered flag. The reason we use this is due to lag time. So such as if I'm doing down an item, we hold it up like this, like halfway to give you, that's your little I guess notification that I'm counting it down. So you got to get your last final bid in if you're interested. And then when you win the item, you get the full checkered flag race. My husband's a NASCAR fan, so it's why we like that. So that's only on the auction pieces. I will do buy it nows later in the show. So when we get there, we'll let you know, and we will always remind you to refresh. So it means get out of the chat, come back in. So you're always trying to go on the fastest, quickest speed. Let's see. Yes, so today I always usually on my shows, if you're new here as well, I usually showcase show special. In this case, today I brought out gold. Okay, so I went through my box. I said, what can I have in here? So I have, let's see if I can do this close. Let me use my, trying to do it sideways is another story. These are 14 karat gold earrings. Okay, circa probably 1960s on these. If you look, if I can get this close up, there you go. They have a textured half round. I'll take one off so you guys can see it. But here, it looks like this. Okay, a multi-tube construction. Okay. And they have this texturing to them. This is all 14 karat gold, 1960s, probably on the age. I don't have 14 karat backs, but you're going to get brand new, like this plastic disc backs to help with the support. These are actually very comfortable. And so I have the earrings. Okay, hold on. Let me show you what else I'm wearing here. And then to match it up, this is going to be a buy it now just to have fun if anybody's interested. Okay. Then I have a freshwater pearl, 14 karat gold necklace with 14 karat gold spacers. This has a 14 karat gold clasp. I'm just going to flip it around just for right now. 18 inches long. You guys know the price of gold is through the roof, right? Okay. Spring ring clasp, 14 karat gold on the tab. Okay. So you'll get that necklace. I can flip it back around again. Hold on. All right. So you got that. And then I have it layered with this 30-inch all continuous strand. And this is aventurine. So we have aventurine, which is in the quartz family, and rice pearls. Okay. And 14 karat gold beads. Okay, I think it looks really pretty together. Real nice and spring. I'm just wearing, let me unzoom me for a second so you guys can see this. I'm just wearing it on a little white blouse, but looks really pretty layered. So what I'm asking on the set, and usually what I do on these are kind of like a bundle deal. And this, I know it's a 14 karat gold, but needless to say, I'm letting you guys know what I'm doing here. So all three pieces together, we're doing for a buy it now of $350. And this is 14 karat gold, all pieces. Earring, just if you break it down, earrings themselves, right now, scrap value on these earrings are $250. Okay. Just because they weigh, I actually have the weight for you guys. Okay. Hi, Amy. The earrings weigh 4.24 grams. Okay, 4.24 grams. If you go to Scrap Gold Calculator, you can look and see that that's right around 250 just for the earrings. Okay, I'm giving you all three pieces for 350. But so I do that kind of as a show special, just to show you guys what you can do with jewelry.
270.
Huh? Oh, okay. So needless to say, how I have it. The earrings are 250. If that's how I do it. So I do a whole package deal. If you buy it in a bundle, normally I have it broken down. But if you wanted just the one necklace, would been let's see, how am I going to do this? If you wanted the cluster necklace, this is 50. If you want this would be 90. So basically, if you add all that together, that comes up to $390 for everything. I'm doing the whole thing for $350. So you guys can buy one piece if you want, but it's to your advantage to buy all three pieces because I lower the price as a package deal.
office too.
Oh, okay. Well, hope everyone's doing. Why is everybody at the doctor? Hope everybody's okay. Oh boy.
I'm
Well,
disappointed.
okay, but yeah, if you add all these together, it'd be $390. Together, I will bundle it for $350 if anybody's interested. Okay, so I know gold is up there, but that's how I do gold pricing for all of you guys. I pretty much do the scrap gold price and everything. And you're at lunch break at work. Okay, Amy, good to see you. All right, so let's get going. If anybody has questions along the way, please let me know. I usually start the show off real simply with something just to get everybody's attention, and then we'll get into all the good new goodies. Okay. Along the way, if you have something you're looking for, I know if you're on a lunch break, Amy, let me know if there's something you need to see in the next few minutes. I will get there.
Suzanne's in that.
Hi, Suzanne. How are you? So I usually start the show off real simply, just to get some things rocking and rolling. And then these are what I do. So let me show you what these are. Okay. All right. So these are my gemstone pendants. And these, let me zoom this in. Okay, let's zoom that in a little bit. There we go. All right, I'm going to go through this relatively quickly, okay? Now, what you're looking at in this box, these are sterling silver plated. Let me make that clear. Sterling silver plated. They are marked 925, but they are not sterling silver. I buy these pendants because they're fabulous examples of gemstones, and these usually come from India, okay? And for whatever reason, when I get these, they're just the gorgeous gemstones that you'll see, and I mark them at a very reasonable price. So if you're looking for something for a gift for somebody, if you want something for yourself to change out your wardrobe, I have it all here in the box. So I usually find some unusual examples of gemstones and I will go through them with you. Okay. So let me start off. I'm going to start doing this real simply. Okay. So the first one I have, let me pull this up to the camera so you guys can see it. This is called Seraphinite. Kind of a minty green. Here's the back. I put them on, they come with leather cords, have extenders. So they come 17.5 inches long cord. You can take them off the cord once you receive. You'd rather have it on a chain. You got a chain to wear it with. But just a beautiful example of, look at that. It has a little bit of flash in there on the stone. So that's Seraphinite. Next one. Sardonyx. Now you say, well, Jenny, that looks like carnelian. Yes, you would be right. Here is when you get in the agate family, you have this color that would be considered carnelian if we only were talking about that color only. If you have a mixture of agate, it's called sardonyx. Really, really pretty. Again, all right. Number 3, dendritic opal. If you look closely at that, you'll have the little inclusions that almost looks like little, I call them little track marks, almost like kind of cute, but I think that's cool. It's like an opal. And yeah, look, and then you got my fancy nails. And you guys look at this. See, you want to know about testing jewelry from a reseller. If you see people's hands that have, again, I don't have the fake nails, but you start seeing people's skin with the yellow on it, you know that those people usually, unless they're eating Cheetos, but I don't eat it. It would be that they're testing with the acids, because the acids will actually stain your fingers yellow. So I test everything I get, just to let everybody know. I'm very transparent about that. But yes, I was up the last few nights testing, trying to get things done. Anyway, all right, back to this. This is number 4. This is blue tiger's eye. I don't know if that's showing on camera.
It is.
It's a rare color of tiger's eye. Normally everybody's used to seeing, when I get to the other ones, the browns and the reds, but this is blue. And you'll see it, and it's really, really pretty. I don't know if that's showing much on the chatoyancy, but it has this really cool flash to it. There you go. See it? I know I get my ring light, but okay. And number 5 is skull sight. Different gemstone, never heard of it. Skull sight. This one's got a little hinge section to it. Here's the back. Okay. Number 6 this is tiger's eye. This is probably what everybody's familiar with. I bought this example because I thought that this, Normally you see it going vertically. This one's kind of a horizontal flash. And on a square. I thought that was more unusual. So, okay. Number 7 is zebra calcite. So why is it called zebra? Because it's black and white, and it has this kind of pattern in it. But it's called zebra calcite. Kind of pretty. Doing detail on the bezel. Number, where are we at? 7, 8? This is 8, right? I lose track of where my numbers are, everybody. So this is oval amethyst. Oval cut cabochon amethyst. This is like really, really deep, dark jelly. Where's my pen light? Hold on. I come prepared for the show, and I feel like I still have to track down everything. All right, here we go. I can get that through there. All right. Has a little inclusions, but it's really, really deep purple. Okay. All right. Number 9. Ruby and zoisite. What is that, Jenny? I've never heard of that stone. Well, it glows, typically glows. This is the same gemstone that tanzanite forms in. So if you heard zoisite is the family name and tanzanite would be the variety name. And then you have these, sometimes rubies grow in the same area where that does. And so you'll see the red, the stone that in the matrix. Okay. Number 10. Am I correct on that? 10. This would be sodalite. Really pretty blue matrix. Okay. Number 11.
Yay!
We're getting there.
No, I mean the number.
Oh, okay. Iron tiger's eye. Kind of a pretty elliptical shape. And then the last one is banded agate. Botswana banded agate. Look at the banding on this stone. It's phenomenal. Look at the tight lines and everything going. You got black and brown. And that's a large piece. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do here, as I did last time, well, last time I showed everybody's interested in something like this. High bidder gets choice on this tray. We start these out at $14. And then if we have a couple bidders going on, then needless to say, we go down the line to what you want choices of. So $14, high bidder gets choice. You can pick what you want here. They make great gifts. If you got somebody who has everything, they're probably not going to have nature, what I call everything in this tray, Mother Nature's beauties. Samples. She made all this for you. Okay. All humans do is we cut the stones, polish them, and put them in these beautiful settings. So I think they're nice things to have. I bring them out, just to have something there for you guys to look at. I think I'm unusual, but I like gemstones, and I try to share my passion for what I do with all of you. And they're just some really pretty colors and things in here. So if anybody has any interest in that, then we move on. I'm going to take a sip of water.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't see anybody interested. So we're going to move on. That's fine. I've shown this before too. So you guys have seen this, but sometimes I get some new viewers here. All right. So we're going to move on. I'm going to take those away.
Yep.
And my husband will grab that. And this is just a refresher from last week because I said I move on to some new stuff. Okay. Now, I know we just had Easter. But if anybody's interested in crosses, this is my cross selection. And you might have seen this before, but I put this out here in case anybody's interested in some crosses. We have Silpata, abalone.
Hannah's heirlooms in the house.
Oh, hi, Hannah. How are you, my dear? Have you registered with me, Hannah? If you're new here, everybody, welcome, Hannah. I appreciate that very much as a compliment. I take that very, very kindly, Hannah. Thank you so much for letting me know that. This is turquoise and red coral, chip coral in sterling silver. We have turquoise here. We have a stamp pattern. CZ cross. These are Bar's earrings. Over here is an Eastern Orthodox egg. And then this last one is Taxco. I put it on a chain from last week. Anyway, that if you don't want any of these without chains, I can figure it out without the chain. Except for maybe this one, because this is permanently on. But anybody looking for a cross piece, these are all my crosses I have now. I'm trying to put things out on trays so you can see it. She has a channel? Oh, okay, great. We have to everybody we'll have to check out Hannah's channel. We'll have to figure that out. Nice to see you, Hannah. Okay. Well, if you're interested, Hannah, on bidding on anything, let me know. I pinned my email at the top of the chat, and jensgemsfinds@gmail.com. Okay. So these are all sterling silver in this tray, just to let you get. Now these is solid sterling silver.
Posts or wires?
Posts on those. There you go, Katie. These are Barse, BARSE. And these are posts. I have brand new backings on them. And those would be, Katie, if you're interested. I'll do these for, I've shown these before. This is going to be a buy now on this tray because these are all things you guys have seen. I'll do a buy it now if you're in. Hold on. My husband's having technical difficulties. All right, you ready? Buy it now, 30. BARSE. I'll take one off, and they are $30. Let me show you the bar mark. Sterling silver. All different gemstones in there. Here's the back. Burse.
She'll pass.
Pass? Okay.
Posts don't work.
Posts don't work. Okay, Katie. Good to know. I will keep that in mind. What if I find you some things? But you like cross earrings in general with their dangles or lever backs or something like that. Okay. Anybody else interested? Barse. We've got turquoise, red carnelian, jasper, and lapis in here. That's what you got. Okay. $30. Let me know. All right. Let me put that down. Just remember, and I dropped the price. All right. And again, if you like anything in here, I'm willing to work with you on pricing because I've had these for a little bit. Jenny's rule is that she brings out new things at a price. And then when I have things for a while, we mark things down.
Just send us an email.
Okay. And Regina loves clips and posts. Okay. Which I've got a lot of clips today, Regina. So we're going to get to that now. We're going to move on. We're going to start the new stuff. Oh, I have somebody asking for something. How do I keep track of everyone's? That's a good question, Suzanne. I have a wish list. Joe is a very organized man. He can solve world peace before 6 p.m. or 6 a.m. before I even get up.
Yeah.
We have a spreadsheet. He puts things down. And so we try our best when we go shopping. Third one from the left. Was that right? This one? The abalone, Maria? Okay, Maria, let me see what I can do on this. Let me get a bust here. But yeah, we have everything in a spreadsheet. We try to fulfill it as best we can when we're out and about, and then we go from there. So, all right, here you go, Maria. This is beautiful. This is abalone. They're not harvesting this anymore, but this is vintage. It is marked on the back. Here you go, Maria. If I can get that in focus. Sorry about the focusing, everybody. Mexico, 925. Okay. Do you need the chain, Maria, or do you just need the pendant?
Katie's in the house.
Hi, Katie. How are you? Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to price it with this beautiful chain, Maria, and then you can. This is a Italian 1.8 millimeter, 24-inch long chain. Okay, so you're going to get this nice necklace to go with this pendant. Okay, I'm going to do buy it now 60, and you get the chain and the pendant, which is a phenomenal deal. Look at the matrix of this abalone. Beautiful. It weighs totally together 16.38 grams with the chain.
How about just the cross?
Just the cross. The cross I will do for 35, which is crazy. Crazy price. Crazy price for the cross. $35. The cross weighs 9.38 grams on its own.
Still lacking, but
It's okay. They got it. 35 on the cross. 20. When did they say? When did they say? 30, 25 for the chain. 35? Okay, I'll take it off the chain, Maria. All right. You'll love that. This is how I have an extra lot of chains in my inventory because everybody doesn't need a chain. So let me get that done. All right, hold on. Thank you, Maria. Appreciate that.
Chrissy's in the house.
Hi, Christy. How are you? Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Great show you had the other day. Okay, 30. What did I say? 35, right? Okay, and I gotta put her name. Okay. Okay. Sorry, just trying to write everything down for my husband. He does all the invoicing and stuff, so he admits if I'm not around him or writing stuff down. What was that? What am I doing? All right, so this is what I have left in the tray. If anything else excites everybody, let me know. Again, I can separate chain from necklace, make it a little bit more affordable for you. Again, we have Silpata. This is old pawn inlay coral and turquoise.
New England charms.
High New England charm, turquoise cross, sparse earrings, CZ cross. This is old porcelain egg, and this is Taxico cross. And it was on by itself, and I decided to put on a snake chain. So, anything else here? We're gonna move on to the new things. So I just put it out there for anybody to ask. I'm willing to move. These are things I've had. And these tray here, I've had this tray for a while. So if anything you like, let me know. Okay. Moving on.
We are moving on.
I go pretty fast on my show, guys. So hopefully you guys just buckle up and enjoy the ride because we're going to be here for a little bit. Can I have...
Well, you told me to buckle
well,
up.
not you, but you have to help me.
So much for buckling
All right,
up.
so look at this. You think I haven't been busy for the last since I came home. This is all new stuff I haven't gone through. Okay, so does everybody buckle up for the ride because there's a lot to see here. Do I have any requests before I start? Does anybody?
Yeah, start with your stuff there.
Okay, if I have any requests from the video, from my haul video, let me know. Okay, so let's start. And everybody's like, I know that certain people want certain things.
Let's start with this first.
Oh, well, we can start with that
So
too.
you can use the bus.
That's true. My husband's he gets me on. We'll start here. That's kind of why I can use the bus because that's why we do things here. This is a really cool piece. Okay, if you have not done research on this company or this brand, please do so because you'll find that I never heard of it. Quite frankly, this is a company called Orno, ORNO, and technically, what I did research on it. It was an artist cooperative in Warsaw, Poland in the 1960s. Okay, so basically it was a bunch of artists that got together that for this cooperative, they call it a cooperative, that came together and they formed this little group called Orno, and they would make really cool pieces. Now this is based in Poland. Okay, so this is Polish amber. Okay, now you can find different pieces from them, from this cooperative, different styles, but normally it's brutalist to a modernist feel. Okay, all sterling silver. This is amber, and there's two different colors of amber in here. Okay. Hi Tanya, how are you? Hi Mama T. Look at this glow. Now I'll go close up more for you. I'm just gonna turn the light off, and then here's the cherry on top. Okay, and if you look very closely, this pendant is suspended on these little prongs here. And it articulates, it moves like this. So you can hypnotize everybody with your amber if you want around your neck. And it has this little closure in the back, okay? All sterling silver is marked here. So if you want to see the mark and what am I talking about, this is what if I can get this close. Again, bear with me a second. It's right there. Okay, let me see if I can get this close to show you. And it's in a little square. You see it says, yeah, hold on. Just get off of this. ORNO, because it's like a little square. Okay, all handmade. It's a gorgeous piece, and these pieces actually go for hundreds of dollars. And we're talking multi-$100. Okay, I've never seen a piece like it. I tried to do some comps on this. I could not find another one like it. I found some rings. I found some brooches, or I found pendants. I didn't find something like this. So again, I'm kind of just taking the average, what I think is a fair price for what this is. I'm starting this out at $350. It's a designer piece. It's something from the 60s. It's something you're not going to see every day because it was handmade by like I said, a cooperative from people in Poland, little artist group. And the amber on this is phenomenal. Let me show you a close up on the amber.
Take care of Tasha's dog.
Oh, I heard about Tasha's dog. Let's say some prayers for Tasha's dog. Oh, you're such a good grandma and grandma, pup, and cat owner. She takes care of animals to grandkids, anything in between. Oh, but yeah, this is Orno, ORNO. And it's a really phenomenal piece. Sterling silver. It weighs 20.3 grams, just to let you know. And it's 15.5 inches long. It does have that latching top piece there. And it's a very beautiful piece. But I thought I'd put that out there so everybody can see it. Okay, you can send me an email. Again, the rule is in my show is that I just, once it goes down, if you send me an email, literally like right now in 30 seconds, you say, Jenny, and you don't want anybody to know your business, you send me an email. Joe will see that email and he'll say, okay, I've got somebody who likes that necklace, and he pulls it for you and we go from there. So, hi, Linda, how are you? Good to see you, my dear. All right, let's get to some good stuff. Let's see where we go. I'm going to switch between costume, unless I have anybody telling me specifically what they want to see.
Regina did throw out glass.
Glass, of course, Regina. All right, let me see. All right.
Get this up.
All right, let's see. I'm just going to showing some things, okay? I let lots of glass, and what she wants clip earrings, she wants it all. I mean, okay, this is more modern. I bought this because look at the.
Oh, this got some length for it.
This has got length, Regina. You always tell me to go find long strands for you. Look, look at this. I've been on my bus.
You decorate your Christmas tree.
No, we're not gonna decorate. You decorate yourself with that, honey. Look at this. If I can move this back, let me move this way. Oops.
I'm just talking about the length.
I can't even get the whole thing in a shot. That's how long this is. Look at this. All right. It's on my there. All right. So you've got a combination of kind of the opaque glass with the red ruby glass. It is, let me give you my information. I think it's 11 strands. 11 strands of glass. And it has this also extender at the top with the lobster claw clasp. It's a phenomenal piece. I had to grab it as soon as I see anything. I see red or blue, I'm like jumping all over it. Okay, I'm gonna do a starting bid on this of $42. 11 strands of glass. It is approximately, just to give you the length, Regina, it's 36 to 44 inches in length. It's really, really cool. Gina's in at 42. Thank you. Very shiny, isn't it, Elizabeth? I can't even so long. I can't get in the shot. and yourself. Let me see if I can put it on me. I know I've got pearls on and everything. Let's just put it on me. Okay, here. Sometimes on these kind of things, I try to do that. Okay. Oh, Tanya, I don't know if you're looking for gold, my dear, but I've got some gold on my show special today, which I'm wearing. So you can let me know if you're interested in gold. Okay.
Once you show move the camera.
Yeah, onto that. Okay, we're gonna do a little countdown for Regina in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm flagging myself. There you go. Sold to Regina. Okay, those are beautiful. All right, let me gotta get my pan first. Hold it like that. Okay, so there's that. Now, real quick, because I know that Tanya, what did I have my notes on there? Just real quick, because I know she just $250 for the earrings, Tanya, which is basically scrap. These weigh 4.24 grams. I have a freshwater pearl with 14 karat gold accents. And then I have 14 karat gold and aventurine 30-inch long necklace. So this smaller one is 18. This is 30. All three together, $350. Or if you want earrings, $250. Sorry, my ear goes my ear. 50 on the shorter strand, and then 90 on this one. So I usually give you a deal if you buy all three pieces. If you're interested, it'd be $350 for everything. If you're interested, okay. All right. So, but yeah, I'm basically selling the earrings, everything for scrap. So, all right, moving on. Okay. All right. Okay. Is there anything you wanted to see, Christy? Let me know. I'll be happy. Let me know. These are clip earrings, Regina, or anybody else loves these. I show these in my haul. Uranium glass. Look at these things glow. AB crystal in the center. Uranium glass on the side. These are imported. I don't have a maker where they came from, but they did. When they came on the card, they say imported. I don't have the card, but so I'm guessing possibly Italy, Czech. I don't know. 1 1/4 inch in diameter. Starting these out at $44. Really, really cool, and they're kind of multi. Look at how, and these, when you see them up close, they have this little fire to them. I mean, these are large earrings.
Regina's, huh?
Yeah, these are gorgeous. Thank you, Regina. These are phenomenal. And these, like I said, uranium glass. You guys asked, I go and find what I can find. We do, just so everybody know who is new to my channel, we do dollar increments up to $20. After $20, we do $2 increments. And then once we hit 50, we do $5 increments, just to make things go a little faster.
And that's capped.
Yeah, and then we cap it at $5 increments. Okay. All right, here we go. We're going to count these down for Regina in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Regina for $44. Congratulations, Regina. All right. Here you go. That he left me. Okay. Where are we going next?
Karen's in the house.
Hi, Karen. I hope you're feeling better, my dear. I hope you're feeling better. All right. I brought these home. Clip earrings again.
When you get a chance, Bumblebee Jasper necklace.
Bumblebee Jasper necklace. You got it. You got it, Anna. Clip earrings. Vintage. Look at kind of, they have like this riveted, I don't know what you want to call them, like sprocket. I don't know what word I can say except remind me of a sprocket. I don't know. $18 start bid on these. Really pretty pink rhinestone. They were different. They were unique. That's why I bought them. Everybody likes these. Clip earrings, vintage. Let me see if we can zoom them in a little bit better for you. There we go. Come on. There we go. Clips. Nope. Okay, we'll pass on those. And I will find that Bumblebee Jasper. And I did find another J. King piece that you guys didn't even see in the preview after I did my preview. Okay. So I have a couple J. Kings here. Okay. All right, here we go. Unzoom that. All right. This is gorgeous. Get that moving around there. Look at this Jasper. This is J. King. Let me flip over the tablet so you can see both sides of it. There's one side and that one. matrix in this is phenomenal. If you can see this, it's like almost like it's opaque, almost like an opaque crazy lace agate. Okay. Then you have that's his signature clasp. He does a shepherd's hook clasp kind of like that. And then he has his extender with a little puffed heart. Okay. That's J. King. Okay. And I'm starting this one out. Let me, what do I have on this one? $80 on this one. On J. King. It's 19 inches long with that 3-inch extender. These are big pieces. Anna's in at 80. Thank you, Anna. Try to show you on me sometimes. It's really very pretty. It's a statement necklace for sure. Okay. I don't see any other interest, so we're going to count this down for Anna like this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Anna for 80. Congratulations, Anna. All right. Since I have it here, I'll show the other one, Anna. I'm not, if you wanted to see it as well. And I'll go back to some glass. Also, J. King. Or even Linda. I know Linda is here. She loves her pieces. Look at this. All right, let's see if I can do this close up. Okay, this is 21.5 inches long with that 2.5-inch extender. Here's the back. Little hook again. Really unique matrix. Let me see if I can leave it on the plus. Maybe it'd be easier to show. Okay, let's do it this way. Look at this stone. I'm calling this jasper, but this could be even that might even be petrified wood in this one. Because you see the matrix of the.
Do you have one with the smaller cubes or?
Yes, the other one. Are you talking about? Well, I don't know if this is what she's talking about. This is the one I showed in the preview. This is what you're talking about, Linda. This isn't J. King, though, and this is not sterling silver. You're talking about this one with the cubes? This isn't J. King, but I have that. This is J. King here. Yeah, we'll get to that next, okay? All right. This is J. King, though. I can't tell you this is J. King. This one, I'm starting at $80 as well. I think it's a phenomenal piece.
What was the length again?
It is 21.5 plus 2.5 inches long extender. Hi, Kirsten. How are you? Good to see you, my dear. Are you feeling better? Are you feeling better? Isn't that beautiful? If you guys like it, let me know. I mean, here's the thing. I bring these things back, but this is a high in demand kind of brand. So if you like it, let me know. And we'll go from there. Okay. This is J. King. And we can see the stones again. I love this one. That is just Mother's Nature's art at its best, in my opinion. I love looking at stones. You could look at stones. To me, it's like peaceful. It's like watching there's a study out there. If you guys ever read it, watching tropical fish in an aquarium is like, it's supposed to lower your heart rate. To me, when I look at gemstones, I think it does the same thing. Because how can you not look at that and just get mesmerized and just love it? I mean, yeah. All right, we're going to pass on that. Let me know. And let me show the next one. This is for Linda, and she asked for this.
Elizabeth is in the house.
Hi, Elizabeth. How are you, my dear? Good to see you. I love this necklace. Believe it or not, this is not sterling silver, but who cares? Look at, when's the last time you saw square cut gemstones? I haven't, at least in my long time. Some of these might have a little nick, let's be honest. They're square. Gemstones are typically not cut in squares. But we have, you know, some jasper in here. We have carnelian. We've got hematite. We've got some bloodstone, amethyst. It's 26 inches long. You ready for this deal? Starting bid $34. Anybody likes this? $34, 26 inches long, not sterling silver, but who cares? I loved it. Linda's in. Thank you, Linda. Everybody share your Elizabeth's in at 36. Hi, Velvet Jules. You'd have to come up to 38, my dear. Nice to see you. Okay, so there's Velvet Jules is in 38. I'll put it on just so you guys can see. With my gold. Things gonna get stacked today. Look at that. My white blouse. Take off my glasses so it doesn't hit my glasses again.
Elizabeth's out.
Elizabeth's out. So I have Velvet Jewels at 42. I'm trying to move this over a little bit. So I keep like it's halfway off the table. There we go. Linda's out. Okay. Well, thank you, ladies, for your bid. We're going to count this down for Velvet Jewels. There you go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Velvet Jewels for 42. Congratulations. And thank you, Amy, for my little flags and popcorn. That was fun. I like when people put emojis in.
Karen just came in.
Oh,
She came in.
she came in before the sold, though, honey.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I have to honor it before we typed it in the chat. That's the thing. So I'm sorry, Velvet, we're still open for auction here because I got Karen's bid before we put the sold in. So I have to honor it before we type the sold. She squeaked in there right under the gun. I'm sorry, but I have to, but you're out. Okay. I apologize, honey. I apologize, but we have to honor what it before we type it in the chat. Okay. All right. All right. Now I'm going to do this again. Countdown for Karen. Here's the countdown. Anybody else wants to come in? I would be looking for a bid of 55. Okay, well, here's your warning. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Karen. Thank you, Karen. Yeah, I have to wait till we type it in the chat, and I have to go it that way. I'm sorry, y'all. Hope you guys understand.
Thank you for your bids.
But thank you for all your bids. I appreciate that very much. All right, let me go back to some glass. Let's see what else we got in here. All right. Are you guys ready for some custard glass? This is one of the pieces that is out of this world. All I can tell you, literally. This was it's phenomenal. It's tested sterling silver. There is no mark that's tested saying it's sterling. Okay, because I tested it. Because I looked at, but it's got patina on it. If you look up close on the chain, get that close. It has this little patina on here. So I tested the metal and it ends up being sterling silver. This is custard glass. Amy corrected me. And thank you, Amy, for sending me my little reply. I appreciate that very much. They call this swirl custard glass. Okay. Very old. Okay. And when you put a light to this, the black light to this will glow more than your Christmas tree. Okay. Look. Yeah, you seen that? Now look at this. Green, 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 green. Sterling silver, custard, swirl glass. Probably circa 1920s, 1930s. I mean, that's just a guess here, but that'd be my opinion. This came out of the lady's personal collection. So I'm very honored to have it. Very rare piece. I'm asking starting bid of this. This weighs 22.91 grams. It's 24 3/4 inches long to here. Then it has a 2.5 inch drop to that pendant section. 150. 150 on this. It's beautiful. Again, let me show you up close. Here's the back. Glows like a Christmas tree. Well, I wouldn't do anything, Suzanne. If you wanted to clean the chain, I wouldn't touch it because I think it adds character. And the fact that it is aged, I wouldn't touch it in any capacity whatsoever. I would leave it just the way you're looking at it. If you wanted to clean the chain, that's up to you. But I would leave it just the way it is because it adds character and patina. And yeah, this is old. This is old, very old glass. And it glows like no other. Yeah. You guys can let me know. Okay. That's came out of the lady's personal collection. And she's like, oh, I have this yellow glass. Would you like this? I said, yes, please. I will take this home. Yes, please. So it's a phenomenal piece. That's a phenomenal necklace. Okay. Moving on. Let's get back here. Let me throw in here. Well, let's just do something fun. Let's do. This is three strands on organza ribbon, chevron amethyst, little hook clasp. They're just knotted. But this is you guys see the little lines, the growth marks, chevron. See how it looks like a little V? Chevron amethyst. Okay. It is 15.5 inches long, so it'd be like a choker. But you could probably put an extender on it. Okay. It's just strung on organza ribbon. I think it's kind of pretty that way. $26. Start bid. And they're you want to take them off the organza, you can, but they're look at these facets. Look at how it's faceted. I know, Regina. I'll get to We're gonna church you over from glass to gemstones. I know you love it all, Regina. But yeah, I know. It's 15.5. We'll go back to some other things, but I bought this for the gemstones. Look at that. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, February's birthstone. If you guys are looking for something from Buddy's February birthstone, really, really pretty. Oh, your birthstone's in February? I got other stuff, Regina. Hold on. Believe me, I got it all. Okay. You can add chain. That's right. That's right, Kieran. You can add an extender back here, Regina. Most extenders are usually 3 inches, though. So, but yeah, you could add length if you wanted to. Okay, we're going to pass on that. Let me go back to some glass for Regina. Okay, let's see. All right, here we go. This is old as well. This is going to have some age and some flea bites, but I had to bring it home. You guys know how I roll. I see something and I have to have it, I bring it home. Has a hook clasp there. Now, why this is here, this little section here, that's the way I got it. Graduated necklace like that. Now, I showed this way in the preview. Let me get this. I'm selling them individually. However, same place where I got that. Look. Would you love to have that to match together? That's what I decided. I said, okay, isn't that beautiful? I'm selling them individually, but it's beautiful, beautiful pieces. Okay, so let me I'll do this one next, but I just want to tell you I have this, and that's why I like the framing situation. I like how that worked. Okay. All right. 26.5 inches long. When you put the light up to it, they do kind of have They kind of glow a little slight purple, almost like not to the point like fluorite would, but you see how that kind of has a slight purple glow. But I thought that was pretty. I bought them because of course it's blue. I love blue. I'm not sure again what happened here. What is, they knotted it like that, but it is what it is. Starting bid on this, let's just do $28. 28. You want to if you're a craft, you want to leave it the way it is. It's really, really pretty. So I have Regina in at 28 first. So Linda, you'd have to come up to 30 if you're interested. Linda's in at 30. Regina's in at 32. Linda's out. Okay, so I'm going to count this down for Regina. Let me get my flag. There you go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Regina for 32. Congratulations, Regina. All right. I was following the wish list for everybody's wish list. The only thing I was unable to find on this trip was Dragon's Breath, but needless to say, I was looking. I try as much as I can. All right, here we go. We'll go to this one now. Okay. It's very old. Kirsten's here. She might add a little something to the mix on information, but this is what it looks like. Get this close up. Brass, glass. There is some, to be quite frank, look, so you guys see a chip right there. Okay, here's the back. Okay, when you put the light to it, it does glow green. From a bluish to a green, okay? And it doesn't say where it's from. Comes up on this beautiful, sorry about the focusing. There you go, comes up to this. This is the clasp. Okay. I just thought it's really pretty. Even with the little chip, it's up to the side right there. I didn't even notice it when I got it. I didn't care. I just thought it was beautiful. I'm starting this beautiful thing. It's 18 inches long. $60. 60. And here's the close-up. So I don't know if it's German, Czech, I don't know. I just thought it was different. And I loved it. Something unique.
I like that piece that's holding you.
Yeah, and I love the trim here where they put little pendant trim. It has a little, yeah.
It's kind of orthodox.
Yeah.
look to it.
Yeah, it's kind of has that.
Greek Orthodox or something.
All right, we're gonna pass. Now, if you do want authentic Czech glass, we'll do this one next. This is marked Czechoslovakia. I took one look at this, and I just fell in love. Oops. I'll put my hand behind this in a second, but look at this stone. It's like hexagonal cut purple glass. These are glass beads. Now, I will be full disclosure, there's a jump ring right here. Most likely, and Kirsten probably would correct me, but I would guess there probably was a purple little pendant that came off of here. But the jump ring is still there. But I don't know, that's, and then look at the chain. The chain is like almost like a wheat chain. It's kind of twisted on purpose. Okay. No clasp, just over the head.
Versus a purple dangle.
Purple dangle. Yeah, like a purple dangle, Kirsten. Yeah. But here, look at this close up on this. I mean, you guys are seeing the dispersion of the coloring of this glass. It's off the chart. I mean, look at that. Look at this caging on the side, the filigree work. It's just gorgeous. Okay. Well, let me show you. It says Czechoslovakia. Let me do that. I want to be a good host if I didn't show you that. To tell you what you're looking at.
You got mesmerized.
You got memorized by the glass. I didn't want to show you what the mark says. All right, here we go. Right there. If I can get that close. Probably backwards, but it says Czechoslovakia. Upside down right there. Okay, see that? Let me go close. Sorry. Hold on. Yes. Oop. I keep watching over my black light. Hold on, let me zoom it in. Right there. It's upside down. You guys see that now? Czechoslovakia. Okay. Sorry about that, but I wanted you guys to see it. So I just marked Czechoslovakia. I'm asking on this necklace, because I've never seen anything like it. 125. And let me show you against my hand. Here is the color of the glass on like skin. So, you know, I have it on black bust. It is a beautiful piece. Isn't it beautiful, Kirsten? This also came from the ladies' collection. So she's like, okay, I have this. I know you asked for Czech glass. I said, yes. She's like, will this do? I said, yes, please. So she, you know, she will bring things out of her collection if I ask very nicely, but she kind of goes through things. Now, again, I know it's missing the little bead, but I'm sure you guys could find a little bead or something to put there if you want to. I don't even notice it. I mean, but I did notice it after I got home. I said, oh, it's got a little, like it had a little bead attachment there, but. Okay. All right. You can send me an email. Let me know. Okay. Moving on. Let's go back. I'm going to keep going back and forth. All right. Amethyst. Sterling silver, 39.5 inches long with sterling silver top. Okay. Silk knotted like grape jelly. These are beautiful. 39.5 inches long. It has that big extender part at the top. All right. Let me get this done. All right. These are 8.15 to 8.25 millimeter. Ready for this pricing? I've talked about how much silk knotting costs, right, guys? I think many times I've done this. This is a killer price because I got a killer deal. You're going to get this for a killer deal. It's $38. That's less than $1 an inch. Less than $1 an inch. $38 on this color of amethyst. It's off the chart, quite frankly. It's like grape jelly. Regina's in 38. Thank you, Regina. And what I've talked about many times is when I worked in the jewelry store, people would bring in beads for stringing. Elizabeth's in at 40. They would charge a set price for stringing and then per inch for stringing. So not uncommon on an 18-inch Okoya pearl necklace, they would charge usually about $60. So this is beautiful. And everybody's happy. Anything garnet? I do have garnet. Yes, Karen, I do. I'll bring a few things up in a minute. Elizabeth's back in at 48. So Regina's now high bidder at 50. We do $5 increments after 50. Right now I have so Suzanne, you'd have to come up to 50. Elizabeth's out. And Suzanne, you'd have to come up to 55 if you're interested still. Suzanne's in for 55. Kirsten's saying hello to everybody. Regina's out. Okay, so we're gonna thank you, ladies, for all your bids. That was kind of fun there for a second. All right, we're gonna give the countdown. Here's the flag. Okay, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Suzanne for $55. Congratulations, my dear.
Gail's in the house.
Hi, Gail. How are you? How was everybody's Easter? Did everybody have a nice Easter? I had to work in the ER all weekend. So this is my fun time with all of you guys here. All right. Oh, garnet for Karen. Okay, hold on, Karen. Let me think. I've got.
I think it was Karen or Lee?
I think it was Karen who asked me.
Yep, you're right. I think you're right.
Garnet. Okay, hold on.
Yippee-I-O's in the house.
Hi, Yippee. I call Yippee-I-O Yippee because I always mess up her name. Not by just the way I just can't for some reason say that. But okay, garnet. I have this back here.
Was it slow at the hospital or something?
No, we were slammed. We were slammed at the hospital. I don't know why, but yeah. I have all this garnet back here, Karen. I don't know if any of this is up from last week, but I have all this. I stacked it on a bus. So let me show you what I've got here. I have earrings. I kind of put little sets and things together. So this is Bohemian Garnet clusters. And then a couple of these are Silpata. And then there's another one. I forgot the name of the company, but I have. So I don't know if this meets your bill or want me to show anything here. But I do have, this is my garnet selection right now. And then up here is a handmade Balinese chain. So let me know, Karen, if there's anything here you like. The earrings, okay. Give me 1 second. Okay, here we go, Karen. For everybody else. Garnet, lever back, sterling silver. They have the little attachments there that cook in the back, 925. Cabochon cut garnet. Starting bid, they weigh 4.2 grams. They're about 7/8 of an inch long and $28 start bid. I'm put them up to my ear so you can see. 28. Karen's in. Thank you, Karen.
Nice color.
Nice color on these garnets too. Nice large stones too. I do $2 increments. If anybody else is interested in these, it'll be 30. Nope. Okay, we're gonna count these down for Karen. Here you go. There's her flag in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Karen for 28. Congratulations, Karen. I'm just gonna hand these to you so I don't waste so much time.
Yep.
You can take those off from me. Karen, 28. Okay. Thank you. Here's that. All right. So anybody else looking for garnet? That's my garnet necklaces right now. Okay. I'm going back. These are things that you guys have seen before. So let me know. Let me keep going back. But like what you guys are doing, you're putting in the chat what you're looking for. I'm trying to help everybody at the same time. So, all right. Let's go this one. Rose quartz, aventurine, and white quartz. All continuous silk knotted.
Almost like the one you're wearing.
Almost like the one I'm wearing. So if you want, I have the gold version with pearls with these, which is the package. This is $350 for the whole set and caboodle for what I'm wearing, which is $250 for the earrings. This is 14 karat gold. Here, this is freshwater pearl 14, and then this. So, but I'm selling them individually if you guys want this one. But this way, 32 inches long, all silk knotted, aventurine, rose quartz, and white quartz. $1 an inch, $32 start bid. If anybody's interested, these are 8mm beads. Really, really pretty spring. Really, really pretty for spring. All silk knotted in between. Okay, we're going to pass on that. We're going fast. Let's go back to some glass. Let's see. What else we got in here? Rock everybody's socks off. All right. I have a Condo brooch. Let me show you the back first. Condo. Really pretty blue. Almost like reminds me of Swiss blue topaz. I want to say it looks like that. And this has a lot of fire to it. And bonus, bam, it glows. Okay. Let's start this one up. Probably from the 40s on this. From I did a little research on it. 32. Anybody likes this? Condo. Hi, Colette. Oh, I hope he doesn't wear you down, Colette. It's good to see you. I hope you had a nice Easter. Thank you for stopping in. Okay, we're going to pass on that. All right. Clip earrings. Green clip rhinestone. These are gorgeous. Emerald cut centers with rounds on top and bottom with these rhinestones on the side. Here's the back. $28 start bid. 28. 1 inch clips. Regina's in for 28. Thank you, Regina.
Good for St. Patty's Day.
Yeah, St. Patty's Day, Christmas, you know, put them already used to wear green, you know. They're really, really pretty.
Yeah, go with that red necklace you got.
Everything else, that's it. All right, we're gonna count this down. Let me get that going for Regina. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Regina for 28. Congratulations, Regina. Okay.
All right.
Go back to a piece of sterling just to keep everybody in sync. What's going on? Okay. $9.50 silver. Morpho butterfly ring. I don't know. Did I show this in the haul? I don't remember. If I did, I forget her. Morpho butterfly. This is acrylic. $9.50 right there in the back. Size 7. 9.3 grams. Let me put it on my finger. Hold on so you guys can see it.
You can use a little ring.
Yeah, I can use the ring thing with that in my finger. There you go.
Maria said yes.
I did say it. Okay, thanks, Maria. I don't remember. That's why I tell everybody at work too at the ER. I don't remember what I did 5 minutes ago. $48 on this. If anybody likes this, I thought it was unusual. $9.50 silver. It weighs 9.3 grams. Morpho butterfly. So it's a real butterfly wing underneath acrylic glass. When I tested on the Presidium, it's actually acrylic. It's warm to the touch. But I didn't care. I like, look at that blue. Morpho butterfly. Right. Has that on like a little. You guys asked for insects and bugs and things like that. I said, finally get something that's kind of cool. I was like, oh, I got a butterfly, a butterfly wing. I said, okay, we're in the ballpark. All right, we're moving on. Oh, that was my tail. All right, I have a Nikki Butler ring. I know I'll get to rings in a little bit, but this is the one I kind of highlight. I pulled a couple things out that are a little bit more special. I'll get to the other ones later, but they're all special. But this is Nikki Butler, labradorite, peridot, freshwater pearl, and then the ones at 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock positions are chrome diopside. And it is marked. There's my mark.
Corvus.
Hi, Corvus. Good to see you, my dear. Happy Tuesday. Let's see. Where can I get it to focus, Jenny? There it is. Hi, Nancy. How are you? This is a size 9. Size 9. Nikki Butler, 925. Size 9. Let's go out here. Put on my middle finger. Size 9. Size on your finger, approximately what, 1 3/8? Maybe like that. 85. It weighs 8.4 grams. Look at that flash on that labradorite. Look at that. Jumps off the page at you. Nikki Butler, size 9. Beautiful construction. Beautiful ring. Okay, I'm going to pass on that. If any of your requests, let me know. I'll keep going here. I have more glass. Let's get to some glass and other things. Here we go. This is very old.
Or just want to make sure she didn't miss the Tanzanite ring.
Oh, Tanzanite ring? No, you haven't missed that yet, Corvus. I've got a whole, we'll get there in a minute. I've been last few days, and I know everybody who are full-time resellers, you guys know, I don't know how you guys do it to get all your shows prepared multiple times in a week. I'm exhausted. I've been up to like 1 to 2 in the morning the last few days, just trying to get this all ready for you guys to see. And yeah, I haven't gone up that late in my life until like college days. It's been a long time. Anyway, this is 54 inches long. 54 inches long. This is very old. Some people call this almost like confetti glass. Is that correct? Like confetti end of day, possibly. All the little links here. And just a very fun, happy necklace. I don't think this has a clasp. Let me just make sure.
It's continuous.
It's continuous. Yeah. Continuous. I'll take you on a tour. Let me just go from top to bottom so you guys can see it all. This is rare. Actually, these are very rare to find in very good condition. And look at that one with the brown like that. All right. I'm starting this beautiful necklace. Again, 54 inches long. So you can wear it as one long one. You can double it up. $80 on that. I paid up for a little bit for that, but I liked it. Very colorful, very unusual, just bright, but they really pretty. And it's old. All right, I'll do something. I'll drop it because I love you all. 60. I'll drop it $20 just to see if you guys like it. 60.
Bruce in the house.
Hi, Bruce. How are you? Good to see you. Hope you had a wonderful Passover, Easter. Great show you had the other night. Basically a little over $1 an inch, everybody. That's a steal for old vintage glass. Okay, I'm gonna keep that price there because that's probably gonna be where I can go for it. So let me know. All right. Moving on. Moving on. 22 inches long, seed bead, glass seed bead, multi-strand. I bought this because of the color, the punch of color. All glass. 1, 2, 3, 4. Seed bead, cobalt bleed. This has an extender at the top. Okay. And I'm starting this one out at $18. 18 for all that glass. Let me flip it around this way. Maybe it's not like that big one. There we go. That's better. Regina's in at 18. Thank you, Regina. We do dollar increments up to 20, just as a reminder. I gotta put my wedding ring back on before I lose that. All right. Everybody else interested? We're gonna do a countdown. Here's the flag. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sold to Regina for 18. Congratulations, Regina. Again, if any of you guys have any requests of anything you saw of my haul, just put it in the chat. I'll be happy to pull it. If you're on a lunch break or whatever you're doing, just let me know. I'm here for you. Okay. Let me come back to some gemstone just to get everybody happy. Okay. 32 inches long, black onyx beads, all silk knotted. I was happy to find beads. When I find silk knotted anything, I buy it. I don't care because I know the labor it takes to string. I know what it takes because I don't personally string, but I do know what it costs. Okay.